You know, it's interesting how a mind can listen, not just to words, but to spaces between them. And somewhere in you, a part of you, is already leaning forward, already recognizing a truth you've always known, but perhaps you forgot you knew. It's like remembering how to ride a bicycle, or the taste of a forgotten fruit. Your system already has the blueprint. Your body already knows the frequency of alignment. You've felt it in those unexpected moments of joy. A laugh that came out of nowhere. A sudden solution that appeared in your mind. A coincidence that was just too perfect to be random. That was you tuning in. And you can allow that signal to become clearer and stronger. In the same way, you might allow a muscle to strengthen with natural, effortless use. It doesn't require struggle. It simply requires attention and a certain delicious letting go. Because the biggest blockage isn't a lack of ability. It's the story of a lack of ability. It's the rigid thinking that says, this is separate from that. That spiritual is over here and real life is over there. What if that separation was just a label? A useful one, perhaps, for a time, but now, perhaps becoming less so. And when one courageous being begins to dissolve that illusion of separation within themselves, the ramifications are profound. It's like the first domino in an endless chain. You change your frequency, and the universe has no choice but to rearrange itself around your new signal. Opportunities you couldn't have engineered. People who just get you. Ideas that feel like downloads. They start to appear not as miracles, but as the natural, logical cause and effect consequences of a system tuning to a clearer channel. Your feeling state, that thing you might dismiss as a mood, is in fact your creative control panel. Every emotion is a setting, and you, the conscious being at the controls, are learning to master the dials. You can choose to stay on the station of worry or frustration, and your reality will faithfully play that broadcast. Or you can, with a curious finger, nudge the dial just a little, towards ease, towards interest, towards what if this works out? And your unconscious mind is your chief engineer in this process. It's already handling a million bits of data that your unconscious mind can't be bothered with. It's already communicating with that larger part of you, the source part, the God fractal. You don't need to know how it does this. You just need to learn to get out of its way. To stop insisting it's impossible. And your unconscious can learn to trust you're ready for more, for clearer connection, for more potent intuitive hits, for a life that feels less like a grind and more like a co-creation. Some people, they hear this and a part of them gets nervous. It thinks, if I'm this powerful, then what have I been creating all this time? And that part might want to shut it down. But that part is also your protector, and you can thank it and reassure it. That conscious creation, it's far safer, far more fun than accidental creation. It's the difference between driving the car and being a passenger, hurtling down a mountain road. Both are moving. One is masterful. The future that unfolds from here, it's not a single path. It's a branching tree of possibilities. In one branch, you continue to believe that you're separate from your power, And the world continues to reflect that back to you, with challenges that feel outside of your control. It's a valid experience, a learning experience. But in another branch, you take this not as a philosophy, but as an operating system. You start your day by checking your frequency, not your phone. You make choices based on how they feel, not just how they look. And in that branch, your gifts don't just activate, they integrate. Your intuition becomes as natural as sight. Your channeling becomes a clear conduit for whatever wisdom, healing, or crazy-ass creative ideas that you need in the moment. Your life becomes a testament to what's possible. And that becomes your silent teaching to everyone you meet. You won't need to preach. You'll just be. And in your being, you give others permission to remember who they are. And the science of this is being written in real time, in the labs of quantum biology and neurocardiology, discovering that the heart is not just a pump but a transmitter, that our DNA is not just a blueprint but a receiver. You are a walking, talking quantum field, and your focus feeling is the observer that collapses the wave into your reality. So as you listen to my voice and the silence underneath it, you can allow your mind to drift and your unconscious to get to work. It can begin the process of a gentle upgrade, a rewiring for a greater coherence, a releasing of the old filters that only let in a dim light, so you can stand in your own full spectrum brilliance. It's already happening. The activation is not something you need to seek. It's the state you allow. And you can allow it now, easily, effortlessly. The way you allow a breath to enter and then release. And it can be fascinating to notice over the coming days and weeks just how your world begins to shift in large ways and in small, delightful ways. As this new operating system comes online, you might find yourself knowing things. You might find yourself attracting solutions. You might find yourself finally having a hell of a lot more fun. Because the ultimate purpose of all this, the big picture, isn't to become a perfect, serene statue. It's to become more fully, gloriously, authentically you. The you that's a creator. The you that's having a human experience. The you that's free. And that changes everything. For you and for all of us.